Thanks, Maggie. Um, so I'm Atul Suarav from Genworth Financial. Hopefully this should start showing. Yeah. And I'm here with a quick demo of a small tool that we built at Genworth. So I kind of like to call this desktop search tool as CaKEwalking or CaKEwalk into DataHub, and you'll quickly see why. So the use case for this particular tool is that oftentimes people chat in the online world or come across documentations and there are unfamiliar terms and it's like, what does this thing mean? And I am my colleague and say, hey, what does this thing mean? And they may have some definition of it, but is that the approved and official definition, or is that like heard from someone? And being on the data governance team, this was a prime challenge for us. It was like, no, we need to drive that common meaning across the enterprise. And how do we make that easy when people keep coming across these and online, it becomes difficult to actually even have all those collaborative discussions. And that's where the solution came in, which we thought like, okay, wouldn't it be cool if very easily people were able to search into the glossaries that we have stored in DataHub, which are kind of vetted and discussed with different teams, and they're the official version of those meanings. And that's when CaKE was born. So CaKE stands for Content and Knowledge Explorer. You can think of it as a DataHub agent or DataHub desktop. Name, whatever it is, cheesy, not cheesy, I'm not married to it, but it's a name, right? But with that, let's go into a quick demo, and then we can talk about the future possibilities of it, right? So maybe, who knows, I'm in a meeting or a chat or reading a documentation somewhere, I come across this term like DGPO. What does that mean? So the way this works is I highlight this, I do a copy, which is Command C, and then hit another top hotkey. And whatever are the approved definitions of this particular thing, which are present in DataHub, get pulled out into this UI. So without even having to go navigate into a browser and go and look for stuff, I can find some content on this, right? I can click on, who knows, this, copy, and that. And I have this thing. If someone wanted to learn more about this, there's always a learn more option. So you could click that. And that takes you right into DataHub, where you have more information about that. And the cool part of this is, for someone who wants to learn more, as we know, DataHub provides options like related entities. So at this point, there's nothing kind of linked here, but whatever entities are tied to it or other related terms and such, everything's there right at the fingertips. So things like all these searches, I did not hit copy, that, right? So that easy to quickly get some information, quickly know what is the context behind it and things like that. There is also a use case where what if something does not exist, right? Hopefully it doesn't exist. And then what do you do? So in that case, the workflow that we have in place currently is, it says not found, you click on this, and it opens up an email where the entire template is pre-populated for you, that you are requesting a definition, you don't know what this means, you send the email, gets sent out to the governance team, which is us, and then we find out who are the right people to have those conversations with to establish an approved meaning of that term. So that is pretty much on the demo. Going on to the future possibilities, where is my slide? There, of this, right? So where can we go with this? And to start with, this is built on Electron framework. Most of you would be aware it is a framework for building class platform app using JavaScript, HTML. So it's like you write the code once, you can deploy it across, who knows, Mac, Windows, Linux. And just by maintaining that one code base, you can deploy across wherever or whichever platform your users may be. So that was pretty cool. And that's why we picked Electron for building this. The current demo, as you saw, just had the glossaries in it, but we are not limited to glossary. If we perform a search in DataHub, it pulls all kinds of things, where it pulls in data sets, it pulls in, who knows, process flows and all of that. So it's like a search. When someone performs a search, this can be extended to maybe have tabs on this UI. So rather than just approved glossaries, I could have a glossary tab, I could have maybe dataset tab, and so on. And based on whatever is the preference of that person, they could actually directly just go to a tab and see that kind of an entity search result. And then if they wanted to dig in further, go into DataHub and learn more about that particular kind of entity. And the third aspect of this is, oops, sorry, went too fast. So this could even become an alternate UI for accessing DataHub. So it is actually possible to launch entire DataHub inside that. We could make the window larger, but the power of just coming to or just highlighting a particular thing and hitting a hotkey to get launched into the meaning of it or related entities from it, that's pretty powerful, I think. And that's why we built it. I hope you all like it. And that pretty much concludes my demo for today. Thank you.
Thanks so much, Atul. And I'm not sure that it's happened yet, but I know that we had talked about having you contribute that back to the Meta World repo. So it won't be a part of the main DataHub repo, but I think you are planning on making that available to folks, right?
Yes, that's very much on the plan. I am finishing up with some documentation around this and hopefully be able to contribute it by end of this week.
That's awesome. I'm really, really excited about it. Also, data cake. I mean, come on, that's like, that's a new buzzword, right? It's amazing. That's like top-notch branding.
I hope it's delicious.
Yeah, right. Let them eat data cake.